Hello and a very warm welcome back to Garden Club. Here we are, the second week in July, and it's great to be with you, to share something of the joy of the garden with you this week. Today we're going to be planting out some Tagetes and some Rudbeckia, both really lovely things. The Tagetes are going to be a glorious show very soon now, coming to flower right away, and the Rudbeckia Irish Eyes, are going to flower a bit later on and will go on right into the autumn and be lovely. Before we do that, let me just show you one or two other things that we're sowing for the show that'll be lovely in the autumn and through the winter and into the spring. So we'll do that first in the greenhouse and then move on and do some planting out. So we're busy sowing all sorts of lovely things for the spring. This morning I'm just sowing some Bellis daisies. You know those lovely button daisies? These are the slightly bigger ones, Bellis Habanera. I'll put a picture up in a moment of some of the ones that we had in the spring this year, so that you can just be reminded of what they are like, but I'm sure you know them. And so let's put these in. These seeds are quite little, and you don't get very many in a packet, but they'll be grand. And not sure you can actually see, maybe you can just see those, very tiny. You'd probably tell me we can't see them if we were sowing them together. So let's put those in now. There we are. By the way, at the beginning of the video, did you notice the plums just getting a bit of colour, and also some green gauges? Did you see those? And the apples that are ripening. For apple aficionados, those apples are growing on vertical cordons. There we are. So I think we've got a few seeds stuck in the bottom of this little packet. They need to come out as well. I like Bellis Habanera. They're lovely. They've got so much movement and sort of life in them. There we are. I should cover those with a little bit more compost and leave them to grow on in the reasonable amount of warmth in the greenhouse. They don't need a great deal, and they'll be lovely later on. We'll plant these out in end of September, beginning of October. Let's go over now and plant out the Tagetes and the Rudbeckia. So now to plant your Rudbeckia. This variety is Irish Eyes, and we sowed them together back in the late winter. I think it was certainly February. It might even have been January, because they take quite a long time to grow. So Rudbeckia Irish Eyes. Let me show you a picture of what they're going to be like. They're going to be lovely, aren't they? They'll brighten up our late summer days and on into the autumn. So that's great. Now your plants have grown on really well. Look at these, look. Nice and strong. In fact, they're well and truly ready to come out of here now. So let's pop them in. Rudbeckia. If I remember correctly, they're named after a botanist, Hans Rudbeck. I'll stand corrected on that, but I'm sure somebody can look that up on Google or something and tell me that I'm right or wrong. I think it's Hans Rudbeck. I think I'm right in saying they come from North America. Rudbeckia. There you go. In they go. We pack in these little pots, you know, we pack them in quite tightly. You know that from Garden Club when we're together, because they blend into each other and they make a nice clump. And they'll be just great. Nothing wrong with those at all. There you go. There's a lovely thing. Rudbeckia gone in, and you know, they're going to soak up that sunshine, and when the sun is shining in later on as well, much later on, you know, in September, my favourite month, I think, well, after May perhaps, but in September, when the sun is shining beautifully and we're getting that late summer sun and that late summer warmth, which is so beautiful and so special, these will be blooming and making that sunshine look even more sunny. Good. Rudbeckia. So now to plant some Tagetes. Tagetes patula. This variety is called Burning Embers, and same family of course as the French marigolds. These are taller and they have single flowers and they're gorgeous. This one, Burning Embers, is lovely. It has a deep rich sort of orangey, burnt orangey sort of colour. And these are some actually that we sewed together on the video. So we're down to planting some of those now that we planted on video, because these grow quickly, so we didn't sow them all that long ago. There, look, nice roots coming on that, and these will be lovely. And again, you know, like the French marigolds, they go on blooming for a good long time, and they're rather nice. I think some of you maybe who don't like marigolds will love these, because they're a little bit sort of, I don't know, not quite the same as marigolds, shall we say. I like marigolds, so I'm not going to say anything against them. But there we are, Tagetes. All the way from Mexico. They'll be just great. And again, you know, like a number of other things that we've been planting, these will go on blooming for quite a long time and on into the autumn. In fact, I've just noticed this one's got a bud coming there, so that'll be open any minute. Great. Tagetes. Lovely. Well, there we are. That's a little something from Garden Club for this week. It is really, really, as I say, good to be with you, and I look forward to being with you in this way again next week and seeing what else we can plant and what other lovely things we can find. And I'll leave you today with a little celebration of the hydrangea. Some people don't think they like hydrangeas. I think hydrangeas are lovely. They're a plant that needs to become more popular, and here are some lovely pictures of hydrangeas that are blooming at the moment. This is absolutely hydrangea time, and you know, down here on the south coast in England, we're absolute hydrangea country. This is where the hydrangeas used to do really, really well in the old days. So hope you like these, and I look forward to seeing you next time. So take care until then. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.